Hello. So I will continue with what happens in our bodies as women, and I will also raise your awareness on cholesterol and how good cholesterol is, and how efficient it is, and how cholesterol is connected to our hormones. So basically, did you know that your body turns cholesterol into a hormone, and this hormone is called pregnenolone? So often doctors, conventional ones, they don't check pregnenolone in the blood. However, in functional medicine or integrative medicine, we do check for that. And then there's another step where pregnenolone becomes progesterone. So now this is where things start to get interesting, because progesterone is used as is in your monthly menstrual cycle, really, for very important jobs, like helping to trigger ovulation, for instance. And it also protects your uterus from excessive amounts of estrogen. So basically, it's very important. You know me, I check a lot for estrogen dominance, and excessive amounts of estrogen aren't really healthy for us, and we can talk about that later in another video. So in the case of pregnancy, it helps create a very comfortable home in your uterine lining for the fertilized ovum. But progesterone is also used as a building block to make other hormones, and it can also go in different directions. It can go down a metabolic pathway, and then your body would turn progesterone into cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and I also check for that. If you're under significant stress, like really, really high stress, like many of us are, unfortunately, nowadays, you will need a lot of progesterone to make cortisol. But the more you need to make, of course, the less progesterone would be available to go into the other direction, which includes making other forms of estrogen. So for healthy hormone balance, and that's most important, for us to have healthy hormone balance, those forms of estrogen need to be at the right amount at the right time. So your body uses small amounts of progesterone to make also testosterone. So you see how progesterone is very, very, very important. And it's important for us not to have estrogen dominance and enough progesterone in order to make up cortisol and testosterone. Which also, why do we need, us women, testosterone? And many people say testosterone is like just a male hormone, and that's wrong. That's a myth. So we also need testosterone for our sexual arousal, our libido, and our orgasm as well. So many women, when they come to me with complaints of lack of orgasm, of course, I search for the root cause on an emotional level, yet as well physiologically it's important to test testosterone. So that's quite important. So the regulation of your menstrual cycle, balancing estrogen, helping with stress, sexual satisfaction, you can see how much like your body needs progesterone, and it's enormous. It's quite an enormous need, which explains that when we don't have a lot of progesterone to work with on a body level, especially during perimenopause, this would lead up to full menopause quite earlier on. You see how important that is. So estrogen will be really high at certain times, but progesterone can be really low, and this would lead to no longer ovulating, basically. So that's when progesterone will be helpful. And so I navigate that with you, my dear, dear, beautiful woman, so that progesterone is always present in your body, for your body, and for you and the quality of your life. So I hope that you benefited a lot from this video. Share at large and stay tuned for the next one. Ciao, ciao.